A lot of people will think, oh, I'm trying to lose weight, so what I need to do 100% is some cardio. And that's a great place to start. But it's not the only place you need to start. There's a few different things that go into this. So cardio in itself can help burn calories, of course. And if you are burning more calories per day than you need, right, you're going to lose weight. That's weight loss 101. You need to be burning more than you're eating every single day. So when it comes to cardio in itself, though, a lot of people will be doing kind of low intensity cardio, like going for a walk or even a jog, something that they can do for a very long period of time. Unfortunately, this type of cardio, and a lot of the individuals that I've worked with and noticed, usually makes people a lot more hungry. And the exact mechanism behind this isn't fully sold or delved out, but just know that those kind of lower intensity forms of cardio might kind of make you more hungry on your weight loss diet. So instead, I would highly recommend and try to steer you towards more higher intensity forms of exercise. So this could be getting on an assault bike or getting on a stationary bike or an elliptical, doing a really, really hard sprint for 10 to 30 seconds and then resting for a little bit. Those are just a few examples. There's, of course, many others. You could do circuit training, high intensity circuit training. Those actually, kind of similar to caffeine and some of those supplements we just talked about in the previous portion of the podcast, can actually help you to kind of blunt your hunger signals a little bit. So this is where it starts to get really good when you're trying to manage your overall weight loss. When you take some of those foods we know that can manage our hunger, we talked about those earlier, usually non-processed, high fiber, high protein foods, and then add in some of those supplements like caffeine. That's going to blunt your hunger. It's not going to make you feel less hungry. And then add in even a little bit of high intensity cardio. So some intervals, some HIIT training, those different things can really, really, really accelerate your weight loss simply because you're not going to be as hungry. So this is really, really profound for yourself. With that said, still do those longer forms of cardio. I like going out for a run and stuff. I just know that I'm going to be very, very hungry after those. So I kind of try to time those around times where I know I'm going to be eating after. So it makes it a little bit easier on myself. Weight training is very similar as well to high intensity cardio when it comes to managing your overall weight. And, you know, I do get hungry after weight training sessions. Of course, a lot of us do. But when it comes to comparison to that kind of low intensity cardio, actual weight training usually helps stave off some of that hunger a little bit as well. So some practical tools, definitely just recommend planning around your hunger, your workouts. So for example, if you know you're normally hungry in the morning, say 9 to 10 a.m., that's when you normally eat breakfast. It might be advantageous for you to think about starting a high intensity exercise bout maybe 30 minutes to an hour before that, simply because it has kind of that appetite suppressant effect where you're not going to be feeling as hungry. And you can really, really, really play that to your advantage, especially, you know, if you're going out of town and you're trying to not have your diet go off the rails. You might maybe have a really high intensity workout before you know you're going out to a party or some work event where there's going to be a lot of food that kind of sets you up for failure. So just some things to think about. Just doing that high intensity work before you normally feel like you're getting hungry. This is very individualized too. Some people are going to notice that maybe those longer forms of exercise actually don't really aggravate their hunger, don't make them feel more hungry. Some people are going to be the complete opposite, but for most people, this is kind of a good place to start. Adding in some high intensity exercise will greatly help you to reduce your overall hunger.